technical delay that was hindering our session for today. But please, we would like for you to forgive us and we would like to continue. Thank you very much for being with us, Madam Amel, Madam Esina, Mr. Suleiman, and then Mr. Verdi. You are welcome to another session of the Sopodiva Virtual English Club. So we're looking at the 21st edition. Okay, so this is meeting number 21. So we have come a long way, and I believe that from the day we started till now, we've been able to make some impact with some English language. So without much ado, without also time going to be spent that much, I would like for us to look at the participants who will be doing the reading for today. So we're looking at Madam Amel taking the first reading, Mr. Suleiman taking the second reading, Madam Maulolo taking the third reading, and then the last reading will be Mr. Verdi. So the first reading will be Madam Amel, the second reading will be Mr. Suleiman, the third reading will be Madam Maulolo, and then the last reading will be Mr. Verdi. So today we are looking at talking about a very interesting article way back in Mexico. So let's find out some good information in Mexico. So Madam Amel, please, if you're with us, take the first reading. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Samuel. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, madam.
There is a forest in Tlaxcala, Mexico. Thousands of fireflies live there. Fireflies are not actually flies, they are beetles. Female fireflies shine a bright light from their tails. They shine the light to attract males for mating, so the females only light up during mating season in July, and they only light up for 1 hour each night. Visit the forest from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. any night in July. You'll see a forest full of blinking lights. In 2011, tourists started coming to see the fireflies in Tlaxcala. Today, more than 50,000 visitors come each year to enjoy the light show. But some people worry about the tourists. Will they hurt the fireflies? Female fireflies can't fly well. They stay close to the ground. Tourists may step on them. Tourists also have cell phones and flashlights. These bring artificial light. The male, the male fireflies think the artificial lights are females. Scientists are trying to find ways to keep the fireflies safe. After all, the fireflies are the stars of the show.
Thank
Thank you.
you very much, Madam Amel, for taking the first reading. Yes, fireflies are the stars of the show. Mr. Suleiman, please, if you're with us, please take the second reading, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. There is a forest in Tlaxcala, Mexico. Thousands of fireflies live there. Fireflies are not actually flies, they are beetles. Female fireflies shine a bright light from their tails. They shine the light to attract male for mating. So the female only light up during mating season in July, and they only light up for 1 hour each night. Visit the forest from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. any night in July. You'll see a forest full of blinking lights. In 20 in 2011, tourists start coming to see the fireflies in Laxakla. Today, more than 50,000 visitors come each year to enjoy the light show. But some people worry about the tourists. Will they hurt the fireflies? Female fireflies can't fly well. They stay close to the ground. Tourists may step on them. Tourists also have cell phones and flashlights. This brings artificial light. The male fireflies thinks the artificial lights are females. Scientists are trying to find ways to keep the fireflies safe. After all, the fireflies have the stars of the show. Thank you.
Okay, that was a very good one. Thank you very much, Mr. Sule, for taking the second one. The third one will be Madam Maulolo. Please, if you're with us, please unmute yourself and take the third reading. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Samuel. There is a forest in Tizcala, Mexico. Thousands of fireflies live there. Fireflies are not actually flies. They are beetles. Female fireflies shine a bright light from their tails. They shine to life to attract male for mating. So the females only light up during mating season in July, and they only light up for 1 hour each night. Visit the forest from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. any night in July. You will see a forest full of blinking lights. In 2011, tourists start coming to see the fireflies in Tazcala. Today, more than 15,000 visitors come each year to enjoy the light show. But some people worry about the tourists. Will they hurt the fireflies? Female fireflies can't fly well. They stay close to the ground. Tourists may step on them. Tourists also have cell phones and flashlights. This brings artificial life. The male fireflies think the artificial life are females. Scientists are trying to find ways to keep the fireflies safe. After all, the fireflies are the star of the show.
Thank you very much. That was a very good one. So the last one, Mr. Verdi. Yes, your microphone is already unmuted. Please, I hope you're ready for Saturday.
Ready for Saturday. About what?
Mr. Verdi.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready for Saturday?
About what, please?
Yes, people are coming to take the championship from you. Your title.
I'll be ready. Don't worry. I'll be ready. I'll be ready for that.
Okay, great. So, Mr. Razak, you're also welcome. Please, Mr. Verdi, you can take the final reading for us, please. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir. Okay, here we go. There is a forest in La Scala, Mexico. Thousands of fireflies live there. Fireflies are not actually flies. They are reapers. Female fireflies shine a bright light from their tails. They shine the light, attract males for mating. So the females only light up during mating season in July. They only light up for 1 hour each night. Visit the forest from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. any night in July. You will see a forest full of blinking lights. In 2011, tourists started coming to see the fireflies in La Scala. Today, more than 50,000 visitors come each year to enjoy the light show. But some people worry about the tourists. Will they hurt the fireflies? Female fireflies can't fly well. They stay close to the ground. Tourists may step on them. Tourists also have cell phones and flashlights. These bring artificial light. The male fireflies think the artificial light are females. Scientists, scientists are trying to find ways to keep the fireflies safe. After all, the fireflies are the stars of the show. I'm done, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Verdi, for taking the final reading. That was a very good one. I would say thank you very much for being there to read. Now, we all know that after reading these articles and getting the new vocabularies, now we want to find out more information about what we're reading about. So, with this, we would like to go to the question sections where we are going to have some multiple questions there to discuss about in our small groups. So the technical team has displayed the questions already. What is going to happen is that we are going to be writing the questions as I'm going to be reading them out. So question number one says, what things do you think of when you hear the word nature? Okay, what are some of the things when someone says nature? What do you think about when someone says nature? Then number two is asking, how important is nature to you? How important is nature to you? And depending on the answer you are going to give, why? Okay, depending on the answer you are going to give, why? Number three is also saying, what is the most beautiful thing in nature to you? Okay, what is the most beautiful thing? When you see, you say, oh, nature is beautiful. What is that thing? Number four, what bad things are people doing to nature? What are some of the bad things people do to nature in your community or where you have been? In 100 years from now, how different do you think the natural world will be? How do you think the natural world will be 100 years from now? Let's try to create a vision and see in the next 100 years, what would the world look like when it comes in terms of nature? Then number six, so what three things can you do today to help nature? What three things can you do today to help nature? So these are the questions that are going to be discussed about. So write them down. And then I believe if the number is enough, we will be having two groups. But if it's not enough, we'll be having that on the plenary. And then Mr. Razak, please, if you're available, you can take the floor. Thank you.
Razak,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Good
Since you
afternoon,
are
sir.
in, I think we will have the two groups. We'll be taking care of one of the groups, and Delali being in, he will also be taking care of the second group. We have 25 minutes, so try to manage the time and let's see how it goes. I'm sending the request to you, check on your computer or on your phone, accept and join your group. Yes, Delali, you can carry on.
Okay, once again, good afternoon to everybody, and welcome to another session of our virtual English club. As you can see through the reading, today we are talking about nature. But nature, what does it mean to you? Because what I understand by nature may not be what you understand by nature. So we will start with that one. What do you think of when you hear the word nature? Mrs. Armeloga, can you take the floor, please? Mrs. Armel, can we go?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, I'm asking, what do you think of when you hear
Yes.
the word nature?
I'm thinking about forest.
When you hear nature, you think of forest.
Yes.
Just forest?
No, not forest only. Sky. Sea.
Okay, you think of forest, sky, and sea. Good. All those things are part of the nature. Mr. Verdi, what about you? What do you think of when you hear the word nature?
Okay, so uh, what what do I think of when I hear the word nature?
Mhm.
I think of physical words, physical world, and everything. Like Madame was saying, animals, human being, air, and I don't know, human being, air, uh, and
Okay.
let's say
Uh,
physical word. Let's say physical word. Everything about the
okay.
world.
Okay. Okay. You all are right. All those things you mentioned are part of nature. We
Yes.
can find them in the nature. Now, how important is nature to you,
How is
Mr.
it important?
Yeah.
How is it important to me? It's important for me because through nature I can survive. I can thrive. I can thrive. I can thrive in nature. Through it's important because through that word we call nature, I can survive. I can move. I can walk. I can breathe.
How does the nature contribute to all those things? Is
Like
the
like
nature is the nature your lungs?
sorry, is my
Is the
nature
nature your lungs?
is the nature my I don't get you,
Your
sir.
lungs. Your lungs. Your poumon.
No, it's not my lungs. Is let's say the nature is not that it's my lung, but it's part of the as I was saying, it's a part of physical world. Without nature, we can't. I think we can't. We can't live because air is a part of life. It's a part of the nature. If you don't have air, we can't live. And it's a part of nature. Air, like breathing. That's what I'm saying. That
Okay.
is very important for me.
Okay.
For me to
Okay.
walk, to breathe, and
Air is part of the nature. Without nature, we cannot live.
yes,
We need
we can
nature to
live.
breathe.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Verdi. Mrs. Amel, what about you? Do you two think we cannot live without nature?
As the other man said, I don't know his name.
Verdi, Mr. Verdi.
What?
Verdi. His name is
Okay.
Mr. Verdi.
Okay. The nature is very important for us because without the nature, we can breathe. We can without nature, people cannot breathe. Um, we are living in the nature. So
Okay, we are living in
yes,
the nature, not nature.
yes.
No, nature.
Okay, nature.
Okay. And without nature, we cannot breathe.
Yes.
You are coughing. I hope you are following treatment for that. Well, we continue. What you
Yes,
said we
yes.
cannot. Okay, you said we cannot. You both said we cannot live without nature. Can you now tell me the most beautiful things that you have seen in the nature, Mrs. Armel? The most beautiful thing for you in nature.
Yes. In the nature, we have the sky, we have the sun, we have the forests, we have the seas.
Okay, but I want just the most beautiful. The one that you found beautiful more than all the others.
Okay, is to go in the forest during the dry season.
Okay, so forests during the dry season are very beautiful for you.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Verdi, what about you? Do you also like forests?
Yes, I like forest. But for me, the most beautiful thing in nature for me is the birth of a baby. For me, yeah, the birth of a baby is very beautiful.
Which kind of baby? Human being?
Human being, yes, sir.
Ah, okay, okay. Okay, so the birth of a baby is very
Yeah.
beautiful for you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What was beautiful about it?
Because first of all, we all know that uh, it's very magical for you to see the birth of baby, and it's very beautiful. It's magical, and it's magic. Sorry, and also I see it's very important because it's very I don't know how to say it. It's also because it's mysterious to for us to understand that that process, how a baby, let's say lives from a woman's womb. It's very beautiful. It's very, for me, it's very it's something a human being can even understand. That's why I see very beautiful.
Okay.
Yes,
Something.
it's something that a human being can never understand how a baby can, especially when a baby is, I don't know how to
Cry,
say it, come
crying.
out, come out from the womb of a woman being a woman and start breathing.
Okay.
For me, it's very beautiful. That's why I
You
see it
you
beautiful.
have you ever witnessed a woman giving birth?
Never, only on TV. That's all.
Okay.
Never before.
Okay. Okay. Because the way you are describing it, I was going to ask if you're a doctor.
No, I just read and watch on TV, but never experienced before. Never experienced it before.
Okay. Okay. That's
Yes,
good.
sir.
Something very beautiful for me in nature. Maybe not the most beautiful, but one of the
Yes, sir.
real beautiful things for me in nature are waterfalls. Do you know waterfalls?
Waterfall. Yeah, I know waterfall. Yeah,
Okay.
it's also
Waterfalls,
beautiful.
yes,
Yes,
is what we call in French chute d'eau.
should do. Yes, sir.
I don't know for other countries, but I know in Benin we have it in the north.
Even in Ghana, I think they also have it in Ghana.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, looking at all those beautiful things that we can find in nature, what are the bad things that we human beings we are doing for to the nature? We start with you, Mr. Bird.
What are the bad things people doing to nature? Uh, First of all, I can say they they pollute air,
No, they pollute.
the pollution of the air in the planet. This is the bad thing that they have been doing since then. And also, I don't know what I can add. I don't know what can I add again. Uh, the fact that they are also killing animals without even the authorization of the government in some countries, because by doing that, most of this the I don't know how to say it, some of the animals may not exist because of that. Like I was hearing last time that in the whole world it remains only two rhinoceroses. I don't know how to mention it in English. The
Yeah, rhinoceros.
rhinoceroses. Yes, it remain only two, and they are located in I think it's Kenya. Yeah, they are
Only two
human.
in the whole world.
Only in two. Yeah, in the whole world, the planet, only two it remains because they have been killing them without even, the way human beings are. They have been
Mhm.
killing them. This one is a bad thing that people have been doing to nature too.
But you are saying they. Are
Okay,
you not
let's say
human too?
but okay, let's say we. Let's say you're right. We. I'm a part
Okay.
of I'm a part of it. And what else can I add? That what we are doing bad to nature. We, mm, I think that's all. That's
Okay.
what I have. That's all.
Mrs. Amel, do you want to add some other bad things that maybe Mr. Verdi didn't mention?
I think we've lost her.
Oh, okay. Okay. We lost Mrs. Amel. So it's just you and I now, Mr. Verdi. Uh, you mentioned pollution, okay, but all of the
Yes.
things you mentioned, do you think we are like, do you think we really have choice? Because in a way, we are there to destroy it, right?
Yes.
When we take the fact of cutting trees, for example,
Yes.
if we don't cut trees, we cannot make tables.
Yes.
If we
Yes.
don't cut trees, we cannot. If we take the fact of maybe polluting the environment with our motorbike, gas, etc. Do you think we really have choice? Like sometimes I see it like it's something we have to do, even when we know it's
Yes.
destroying the nature.
Let's say we have choice and we don't also have choice. I mean, normally the thing is that
Mhm,
first of all, I can say we have we have choice because it's also a part of the evolution of the world. I think so.
mhm,
It's a part of the evolution of the world. We don't have choice of that. We don't have choice. It's a part of the I don't know to say the progress of the planet.
mhm,
We have to I don't know to say improve or we have to progress. And anytime you have to progress, there will always be sacrifices. If you
mhm,
want to move to another level, we
mhm,
always do some sacrifices. So these are some sacrifices we are doing for our planet. We pollute, we pollute it, and this one that's this one is the first part that we're saying that we don't have choice. We also have choice because if you say we if I'm saying that we have choice, they say we have also choice because if we keep doing that, at the end of the day, we won't be able even to live this pollution in the planet. It will be difficult for us to live to breathe with this pollution. I don't know if you are getting this. It will be difficult to live if you keep doing it. I know it's good also to do it because of the progress of the planet of the world, but it's also bad because as we keep doing it, at the end of the day, the planet may change badly. The planet
So
can change
your
badly.
so your suggestion will be we stop the technological progress.
The program, I think the solution will be to I don't know. I know we have good scientists. We have some I don't know to say it, some good governments who know how to take those kind of problems, how to find a solution. But the thing is that probably they don't. I don't know. Probably they don't. Well, probably maybe they don't have solution or they have it, but they don't know how to I don't know to put it on the I don't know to say it. I don't. They don't know how to probably to put it in progress or to solve it. Let's say to solve it. Probably they
Mhm.
don't know how to solve it. They have the problem, but they don't know how to manage because I'm sure that they know that it's good and they also know that it's not good. But how to manage that's the most difficult things.
I
I
can
don't know
see.
if you're getting.
Now,
Yeah.
looking at all we have done to nature
Yes. Yeah.
in the past, looking at all we are doing to nature presently, I mean currently,
Yes.
how do you think the natural world will be in 100 years from now?
The nature will be. I think will be bad. Like you were saying in 100 years from now, I think the nature. I don't know if it will be difficult to see, let's say to feel or to see the beautiful of nature. It will be difficult since the technology is. on progress, it will be difficult to see that beautiful nature. That's my point of view. That's what I see. It will be difficult.
Can you take back what your idea in a nutshell?
In the nature, like I was saying, the pollution.
Mhm.
Can you imagine as for, let's take the example of the pollution in 100 years from now. I don't know
Mhm.
how the level of the pollution will be. I don't know.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't know because we have been talking about the system. I don't know to call it in French, in English, ecosystem.
Yes,
I don't know
is
how
is
it's going to be.
ecosystem.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to be from now in the 1 years from now. I don't know, but I'm sure it will be bad. You have been complaining about that. Can you imagine when you will be in 1 years from now? I don't know how it's going to be. I'm sure it will be bad. It will be very bad,
The,
and it will be difficult to see the beautiful of the nature on the planet,
the beauty of the nature.
the beauty of the nature. Yeah,
It will be bad or it will be worse.
I think West. Let's say West. It will be bad,
Okay.
not bad, by West.
Okay. So it's going to be worse than now.
Yeah, than now. So,
Okay. I'm sure you care about the planet, the nature, and probably the future generation. So
yes.
what are some of the things you individually can do today to help nature?
For me to help nature, help nature. First of all, you have to be the example. You have let's say to show the example to help the nature. First of all, you have to be I don't know how to say it. You have to show the example at in your house, in your area, and in your environment by doing those things that by doing simple things in your life, not throwing things away on the ground. Uh, I don't know how to say it. These are one of the things. Most thing that I have in my mind is not throwing things on the ground, and know how to
Mhm.
keep your environment by, I don't know, by cleaning the road, or you can do small I don't know how to say it, do small organization in your area or in your environment by talking to people how to clean the first of all to clean your environment, and as time goes on you can do the same in your town. You can do the same in your town by trying to help people, by trying to help
Okay.
people and
Are you done?
yes sir.
Okay. You mentioned not throwing things like on the floor anyhow. But
Yeah,
even when we don't throw it on the floor, let's suppose we throw it in a dustbin.
yes,
Isn't it still polluting the environment? Because we know when they collect the waste, when people that collect dustbin, when they collect it, they
yeah,
go and pour it somewhere, right?
yes sir.
Okay, so isn't it just creating another problem out of a solution?
I think you are giving me some ideas. Last time I was watching a documentary that was talking about rubbish. That there are some rubbish that we can with rubbish we can still create somethingness like rubber. With rubbish we can create rubber in some countries.
Okay, you are talking of recycling.
Recycling, yes, in some country like I don't remember the name of the country. Can you imagine that with rubbish we can create somethingness that can, help people in life, like rubber, those things. That means that is normally it depends on the also. I think the I don't know to say it. It depends on I don't know to say the level of the country. or the ideas of country or of the country or people in the country. If and it also depends on the level of knowledge or ideas that we have to have. If you don't have this kind of idea, we will not be able to do that. The rubbish will still be there, like we were saying that they can still, even though they take those rubbish and put it something else. If you don't have this idea, it will still pollute the planet or the country. So it depends on the country. Depend on the country we have. If we don't have this kind of good ideas, it will still be the same.
Okay, it's already good that
Yes, yeah.
recycling is already done in some countries, but do you think it will be
Yes.
really it will be able to be effective like in many countries? Because one thing is that recycling is slowing down
Yeah.
some businesses
Yeah.
for some companies, because when we recycle, instead of buying another one, we are trying to do something new out of the old one.
Okay.
I don't know if you are following me.
Not really.
Okay, I'm asking, won't recycling will not, I'm asking if it will not affect some companies' business.
Okay. That will affect some company business that have already the product that we can uh, manufacture through the rubbish. That's what we are saying, right, sir?
Please?
You said that because of the recycling,
Uh-huh.
the this can affect some companies that let's say that that can affect some companies because like if maybe the recycling that we are doing, the people may do and create some products that can affect some companies that have already those products. Is it what
Mhm,
you mean, sir? Is
mhm.
it what you mean?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's true that can affect some companies, some companies. But so we are not here for all. It's true that that can affect some companies, but we are talking about the planet or the country. If we focus only on those companies, the country will still be polluted. We are here to find the normally we are here to find a solution that can I don't know how to say it is that can ease the country, not only the companies. I know that can affect the companies, but that is it. That is it. That is it. I know that I can affect the companies, but is I don't know how to say it.
You know that the world is ruled by powerful people.
Yes,
Like
sir.
in today's world, is when you have power, that's when you are powerful, that your voice
Counter.
counts.
Yes, yes, sir.
So those companies, they have a lot of money. They are implicated in many things. So do you think it will be easy for government to just say no to them, like say no, you are
It,
polluting, no, we have to think of the environment? Do you think it will be easy for government?
no, so it won't be easier for the government to stop those companies to
Please.
not to. I'm saying that it's true that it won't be easier for those companies to those the government to stop those companies
Mhm,
to pollute the
mhm,
environment because of money, because they have, as you were saying, they have power because of
mhm,
their money. But if it's true, but the thing is that if they don't do anything for those companies to stop polluting the environment, the problem will still be the same. That's the reality. The problem will still be the same, and we will not be able to. I don't know. We will not be able to change that. We will not be able to change it. So it's true, it will be difficult. But we have to find a solution to do that. For we have to have the government and those companies that have to have an agreement
mhm.
They have to have an agreement to be able to find a solution for the for the for the profits. Let's say the profits, the profit government and the government profit and those companies' profits. They have to have an agreement at least
So,
to yes, sir.
so you mean we have to put our personal interest aside
Yes, sir. If
and think
because of
of the
the environment of the country, not only for the government of the company or the for the company,
Time
because we
is
know
the time is almost over. The other group will be joining you, and there will
okay,
be no reporting.
okay, so yeah, Mr. Verdi, you can continue for the few seconds.
yes, as I was saying that it's going to be difficult, but they can find uh, an agreement between them, the government and those companies, because we know that they have power in some countries. They have power because they have money, and thanks to them, we can't. I don't say we can avoid this pollution, and because of them, we can also have we can still have the same problem. So it's between them. It's between them. Is they are the one who have to find the solution. Because as for population, we can't do anything. We don't have power. We don't have power. We don't have money. We
Okay.
don't have yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Verdi. It was a nice and interesting discussion. Uh, the others are already back, so I think I'll be giving the floor back to Mr. Razak to continue from here.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Delali. Thank you to each of you. I hope you had a very fruitful discussion in the different groups. We quickly going to go to the reports. So if your rapporteurs are ready, uh, Madam Maulolo, you are representing my group.
Razak,
Yes, sir.
I think you didn't pay attention to the message that was sent to the various groups. We say you should normally wrap up in your group because we have been a bit late today. So we are moving straight to
Okay.
the vocabulary session.
Okay. Very sorry. Today there's no report. So thank you for the discussion. We quickly continue with the section, and it will be the vocabulary session. Mr. Delali, if you are around, kindly take the floor and share the expressions of the day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you too. So as you can see on your screen, we have some expressions that are there. Natural. I know you all know natural. When something is natural, it exists in nature. It means it's not made by humans. Like flowers are natural. Well, we have artificial flowers too. But when you plant a flower, that is a natural flower. Good. A natural law. A natural law is a set of moral principles that we base our behavior on. Like we all know what is good and what is not good. So those are some principles that we base our behavior on. We call those principles natural law. There are some things nobody needs to tell you is not done, but yourself you know already is not done. Against nature. When something is against nature, is not natural or is not moral. Example, murder, which is meurtre, is against nature, so is not good, is not moral. Murder is not moral. So remember we say murder. It sounds a bit like mother, but mother is mama. This is murder. Murder is against nature. We move on to the number 4, back to nature. When you back to nature, you return to a simple kind of life away from cities, away from noise, away from pollution, etc. You are back to nature. Simple way of life, simple lifestyle away from cities. Sometimes when you go to some villages, you can say you are back to nature. A nature reserve is an area of land where animals and plants are protected. The technical team is with me. Let's see if we still have some expressions. Okay, thank you. Flowery. Flowery is a word used to describe speech, writing that uses elaborate but not necessarily effective literary words or devices. When we continue, we can have grassroots. When something is at grassroots is at the most basic level of an organization. When someone is at grassroots is at the basic level of an organization. And when someone is out of wood, the person is out of danger. Pushing up the diocese to die. When someone is pushing up the diocese, the person is dead and buried. Dead and buried. And then last one is an expression, or let me say a proverb. The grass is always greener on the other side. The grass is always greener on the other side. It means other people's situation always seem superior or better to our own. When you look at people's situation, sometimes you may think it is better than your own, but it's not always the same. It's not always the case, sorry. That's why we say the grass is always greener on the other side. The other side is you. It's you that is seeing it like it's good, it's green. But if the person opens up to you, you may see that is even worse than your own. So I hope you took a good note of all those expressions. That was 10 expressions. I hope you took a good note of them, and I hope it's going to help you enrich your vocabulary. Next time, we're going to be discussing about nature. Mr. Razak, can we move on?
Sure, we can. Thank you, Mr. Delali, for the sharing. I really hope our special guest, because I will call you special guest, you took good note and you understood. Kindly note down or jot down all the preoccupations and questions. During your different classes with your teachers, you ask them questions if you have some. Before we call it a day, I would like to come back on some mispronunciations. The very first one is nature, not nature, not nature, but nature. The A is pronounced as A in this word. We say nature. The next one is organization. Organization, not nisation, like in French. So organization. The next one is climate, not climate or climate. It is climate. We have globalization. The next one is different, not different, different. And the last one will be interest, like interest, interest, not interest. So I'm going to take them back. We have interest, different, globalization, climate, nature, and organization. Thank you for being around. Thank you for taking part to the section. Our next session is on Saturday, the 21st of November at 12 Ghana time. And we hope you will be numerous to be around. Thank you and see you on Saturday. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.